Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Excuse me. Today is Thursday, June 30th. That's it. Half the year is over. Or is it the second half of the year is still there? It's kind of like that pessimistic, is the glass half empty or the glass half full type feeling. But it's time for reflection time to analyze. Where are you this year so far? Where are you? It's the perfect time. 4th of July weekend, time of the 4th of July. I always, right, this is the day, or usually tomorrow, that I go through as a business owner, as a broker and owner of our office, I'm always watching what's going on. Who's doing what, how much things compared to last year. Are we doing our marketing? Are we doing our calls? Are we following up with people? Are agents getting the best things from us and making sure we're on top of things as an office? And I always stress every day that same thing to agents. You got to be on top of things to follow things up. But this is the time of year to make a big bird's eye view of half the year. It's kind of like this. I use this example a lot, but you know that. Like example, you're trying to lose weight. You know you're doing the right things. You're trying to be healthy, but you can't look at the scale every day because it might not change, because it might go up a pound or two, it might go down a pound. You can't look at it. You got to look at it every week, every month, but as time goes on, you got to take a bird's eye view, make sure over a period of time you did something, you're getting better over time. So when the half of the year is done, you got to look. It's 6 months. It's 6 months now. Here are some of the things that you should be checking. One, your closings compared to this time last year. Are you up? Are you down? Is your commission dollars the same? Are they more? Are they less? Is your number of sales are up or down? Where are you in reference to this time last year? I know the last 3 years when I've coached agents, we always had that little excuse back. I mean, it sounds crazy. A year ago, 2 years ago, it's always like, well, the year before that was a pandemic, because there's always, you can't really compare to last year. Now it's time to stop doing that, because when agents are saying now, and we'll say next year at this time, oh, well, the market. No, it's not an excuse. This is not a business where you could have an excuse. Like the rates went up. Oh, well, my business should be down 5%, 10% because the market is down 5 or 10%. The market, the rates, the pandemic is not an excuse anymore. Never was, and shouldn't be an excuse of why things would be better or worse. It's what you do. Because there's always a piece of the puzzle. So this year, just see what your numbers are. But this is the biggest one. This is the biggest one that most agents, when I coach, can't tell me. Occasionally some of them can, because they know we've been coaching long enough where they know I'm going to ask this. So this is the question. Ready? You ready for the most important question? What's the most important question, at least my opinion is, today compared to this time last year, how many more people you have in your database and are following up regularly? How many more people are in your database? I know your database that you have, your contact management system, or that you should have a contact management system, could show you who you are following up with consistently, not a list of people like your phone when you have everybody in there. I'm talking a contact management system, either Century 21 Home Star Agents, the one we have, or another one, outside vendor, or if you're with another company, you should be able to click on that and see how many people. Because if I click on my phone, I know I have, I think, Last time I looked a couple months ago, about 16,000 contacts in my phone. Those are realtors, people I've been in contact with years, this, that, just people in there. It's people I've been contacting for since I've ever had a cell phone. These are not people I'm following up with. Those are just contacts. But your contact management system should have that. Now, the point I was getting at is that you can't go back. Usually most contact management system says, hey, click a button. How many people did I have in my system this time last year? It probably won't do that for you, but you can keep track of that. So if you haven't kept track of that, go in there right now, see how many people you have, put a little note, make a notepad, make a note in your phone, write down somewhere so you can check it this time next year, and make sure you have more people in your database, your sphere of influence. That's the key. That's the key. Are you adding people, possible people giving you referrals, possible people there? You should always be adding two things. Adding to it so there's a larger number, and weeding out some people, not as many, that you haven't gotten contact with in years. People, those D people that you've never talked to, you've never connected with, they've never given you a referral for many years. The agents that have only been in the business a couple of years or more, keep those people in there if they haven't told you to stop calling them. But the only time to get rid of people, if you're getting to the point where you can't keep up with people, you're like, I have too many follow-up calls every day, week, month. I have too many mailers, pop buys, whatever. If you can't get to everybody of how you want to communicate with them, then it's time to maybe start weeding out those people after years. But again, usually never give up on people. I always say put those people down in more of the email only, free, cheap, easy ways to contact them, and keep those and most important people to the calls, the pop buys. And I went over that in our 3-week boot camp, more about how to keep in touch with people. But the whole point to today was, this is the day, or this weekend, is to refocus, see where you're doing well, see where you're not doing well, see where you're lacking in your day-to-day things, your habits, your disciplines, your routines, and concentrate, especially the newer agents, on adding people to your database. Because I coach many of our new agents, newer, again, sorry to say this, newer, last 5 years or so, because it takes years to build a whole business that's churning. Can't do it in a year. You might have some good success in a year, but that's not churning business. You're out there finding new business, and not a lot of referrals and things. The successful agents that have been in that business 5, 10, 15 years, just they have that churning, that business. They do everything I've been telling them to do. But always make sure that increasing that database and contacting more people and making sure you're following up with them is the key indicator of will there be more business in the future. Can't contact less people. You can't take, every 6 months have less people in your database to equal more business. Calls, contacts, networking equals possible new buyers, sellers. It's just, that's the way the math works. It's as simple as that. It's not less. So hopefully that makes some sense, gives you some things to think about for the next 6 months or every day. But take this time to refocus. Take this time to evaluate what you've been doing and where you think you're missing and where you think you need more help and where you think you need more guidance. And remember, I'm here for you no matter if you're with our office, Central and Homestar, or any other office. I will make the time for you, I promise. A couple minutes, if it's a quick question or anything else that you need, I'll put you on my schedule. So that's it for today. Have a great Thursday, the last day of June, and we'll see you tomorrow on July 1st. Have a good one. Bye-bye.